Hello, my dear students of class 12 Geography. In this video, I am going to talk on a topic rural-urban composition from the chapter 3 population composition of the fundamentals of human geography. In the previous video, you have studied age, sex structure and population pyramid. Let us see here what rural and urban composition stands for. We first of all divide the people into rural and urban on the basis of their residence. So rural urban composition refers to the categorization of people on the basis of their place of residence into rural and urban areas. And this division is necessary because the rural and urban lifestyles differ in many senses. They differ from each other in terms of their livelihood, in terms of occupational structure, age sex structure, literacy rate, and socio-cultural environment, economic development, etc. Normally, we find people in rural areas are mainly engaged in primary activities such as agriculture, fishing, animal herding, etc. And people in the urban areas are engaged mainly in the secondary activities, manufacturing, and tertiary activities in the service sector. If we talk about the male and female population in rural and urban areas, that also we find different pictures for the developed and developing countries. In the less developed countries like India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Nigeria, we find females outnumber the males in the rural areas. I mean, in the rural areas, we have more females than males. But in the developed country, the scenario is changed. Scenario is different. The males outnumber females in the rural areas. Why is it so? Let us see the reason why we have so. If we go through the reasons for in the developed countries, in the less developed countries, why females outnumber the males? There are many reasons. Some of the reasons are like generally males migrate to the urban areas for job, leaving their females partner and the children in the village only. And in the less developed countries, we find the participation of females in agriculture is fairly high. In India or Bangladesh, in such countries, we will find a large proportion of female population engaged in agricultural activities. Moreover, in the cities, there is a high cost of living, limited job opportunities, and insecurity also. And that discourages women to settle in urban areas. Even the urban areas are unable to provide job for the males. So the migration of females to the urban areas is discouraged. But on the other hand, in the Western European countries, they are developed countries, as well as in USA, Canada, Australia, you will find females outnumber the males in urban areas. I mean, more females will find in the urban areas than males. Why is it so? Because there is a vast opportunity of desk job office job of the urban at the urban centers for the females, and that attract the female population to the urban areas. Second important thing, the high sense of security of women in the urban areas also attract women. They feel more secured in the urban areas in developed countries. And in the most interesting fact that in the developed countries, we find farming in the developed countries is highly mechanized and remains largely a male occupation. Farming in the developed countries is highly mechanized and it is largely male occupation. So in farming we find more males involved in the developed countries and female participation is very less. And these are the reasons that why females outnumber males in rural areas in less developed countries. We have seen that generally males migrate to the urban areas, leaving the females in the village, and participation of female in the agriculture is very fairly high, and high cost of living in the urban areas, insecurity, etc., lack of job opportunity for the female in the rural area also discourage their migration to the urban areas. But in the developed country, the scenario is different, scenario changed. They offer more job to the female, in especially the desk job, the office job, and that attract females in the urban areas. And second important thing is that they feel secured in the urban areas. And third important thing is that in those countries, farming is largely a male occupation. Okay, thank you in this video.